Hey everyone, and welcome back. Now, have you ever wondered who really runs the world? No, it's not lizard people, as much as the internet might want you to believe that. It's the banks. They control the flow of trillions, if not tens of trillions of dollars every single day, and they have a massive impact on the global economy. But not all banks are created equal. Some are small, some are big, and then there are the banking behemoths that make even the big ones look tiny. Today we're diving deep into the world of high finance to uncover the most powerful banks on the planet. We're talking about institutions that can make or break economies, influence governments, and shape the financial landscape as we know it. So buckle up, grab your financial statements, because we're about to break down the top contenders and explore just what makes them tick. By the end of this video, you'll have a whole new understanding of the forces that drive the global financial system. Let's get started. First up, we have JPMorgan Chase, the biggest bank in the United States. You know how everyone says everything's bigger in Texas? Well, when it comes to banks, everything's bigger in New York because that's where JPMorgan Chase is headquartered. And this isn't just some small-town bank. This is a financial behemoth with over 250 years of history, tentacles in almost every sector of the economy, and assets under management exceeding a mind-blowing $3.8 trillion. That's trillion with a T. Think about that for a second. $3.8 trillion. That's more than the entire GDP of Germany. It's bigger than the economies of most countries on Earth. This massive size gives JPMorgan Chase unparalleled influence in the financial world. They're like the elephant in the room that everyone has to pay attention to. But it's not just about size, though. JPMorgan Chase is also a major player in investment banking, trading, and asset management. They've got their fingers in so many pies, it's hard to keep track, but that's kind of the point, isn't it? The more diverse their operations, the less vulnerable they are to economic shocks. And that, my friends, is a key ingredient in building a financial powerhouse. Next, we travel across the globe to China, home to the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, or ICBC for short. Now, if you thought JPMorgan Chase was big, ICBC laughs in the face of large numbers. With assets exceeding $5.5 trillion, yes, you heard that right, ICBC dwarfs even the mighty JP Morgan. It's like comparing the Great Wall of China to a garden fence. They make it look small, but size isn't everything, right? Well, in the world of finance, it certainly carries a lot of weight. ICBC's massive size gives it incredible influence, not just in China, but increasingly on the global stage. They're a major lender to businesses and governments around the world, and their influence is only growing. And here's the kicker. ICBC is a state-owned enterprise, which means the Chinese government is the majority shareholder. This close relationship with the Chinese government gives ICBC a level of backing and access that most banks can only dream of. It's like having the entire weight of the Chinese economy behind you. So while JPMorgan Chase might be the biggest bank in the United States, ICBC is in a league of its own when it comes to sheer scale and global reach. Chapter 3, Bank of America, a true American titan. Let's hop back across the Pacific to the United States, where we find another banking giant, Bank of America. You know, when your name literally has Bank of in it, you've got a reputation to uphold. And let me tell you, Bank of America does not disappoint. With assets exceeding $3 trillion, they're a force to be reckoned with in the financial world. But here's where Bank of America really sets itself apart. They're everywhere. Seriously, if you've ever used an ATM, chances are it was probably owned by Bank of America. Okay, maybe not literally every ATM, but you get the point. They've got a massive branch network across the United States, serving millions of customers daily. And let's not forget about their online and mobile banking platforms, which are some of the most popular in the country. This extensive reach gives Bank of America an incredible amount of influence over the daily financial lives of everyday Americans. They're intertwined with the American financial system like threads in a tapestry. So while they might not be quite as large as JPMorgan Chase or ICBC, their impact on the average person's financial life is undeniable. Chapter 4. HSBC bridging East and West. Now let's hop across the pond to the UK, the land of tea, crumpets, and HSBC. That's right. HSBC, short for the Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation, might be headquartered in London, but their roots run deep in Asia. And that's what makes them so interesting. They're like the bridge between the East and the West. facilitating trade and investment between these two economic powerhouses. And they're pretty darn good at it too. With assets under management exceeding $2.9 trillion, HSBC is a major player in international finance, particularly in trade finance and foreign exchange. In fact, they're one of the largest foreign exchange traders in the world. Think about that for a second. Every time you exchange currency at the airport, there's a good chance HSBC is involved somewhere in that transaction. That's the kind of global reach and influence we're talking about here. So if you're looking for a bank that can help you navigate the complex world of international finance, HSBC is definitely a name to remember. They're like the seasoned traveler of the banking world with connections and expertise in almost every corner of the globe. Chapter 5. BNP Paribas, the European giant. Last but not least, we travel to France, the land of croissants, romance, and BNP Paribas. Now, you might not have heard of BNP Paribas if you live outside of Europe, but trust me, they're a big deal. With assets under management exceeding 2.4 trillion euros, they're one of the largest banks in Europe and a major player in global finance. But here's what makes BNP Paribas particularly interesting. They're a truly European bank. What do I mean by that? Well, unlike some of the other banks on this list, which have a more global focus, BNP Paribas has a strong presence in multiple European countries. They're like the glue that holds the European financial system together. And that gives them a unique perspective and understanding of the European market. So if you're a business looking to expand into Europe, BNP Paribas is definitely a bank you want on your side. They're like the local guide who knows all the ins and outs of the European market. Outro, the power of global finance. So there you have it. Those are just a few of the most powerful banks in the world. These financial titans wield incredible influence over the global economy, shaping everything from interest rates to investment flows. Understanding their role is crucial for anyone who wants to navigate the complex world of finance. But here's the thing, power comes with responsibility. And these banks have a responsibility to use their influence for good, to promote economic growth, and to help create a more stable and equitable financial system. It's a tall order, but one that I believe is essential for a brighter financial future. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these banks do you think is the most powerful? Let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos on finance, tech, and global power. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe to Authenticity and Modernity for more insightful content.